Welcome to a little tea time.
Y'all ready?
Welcome to a little tea time.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to a little tea time.
Who listening?
Welcome to a little tea time.
All right.
Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little. Welcome to a little tea time. Welcome to a little tea time.
All right, y'all. So good evening. Good evening. Good evening. It is I, Jarek, aka JRUSD, your host of A Little Tea Time and your favorite published author's favorite published author. Welcome. Welcome to A Little Tea Time tonight. You guys, I am super excited about tonight's show. It is also Wednesday, the 12th. If y'all have not done your taxes yet, you still got a few more days to get those taxes done. So do get out there and get those taxes done if you have not yet, right? Very excited about tonight's show. I've had the honor and the privilege to work with this gentleman who we are waiting to come in for the live. He has been a classmate and a friend and a supporter of the movement here with A Little Tea Time. We have collaborated together on the artwork for my projects for each and every single book that I've done. He has been the man behind those photos, if y'all have seen those photos yet. So tonight I am very excited, very, very excited to be welcoming in the creator of Morris Visuals, Mr. Johnathan Morris. So I think he just popped in. We're going to go ahead and get started. And if you're tuning in, please like, comment, and share tonight's show. And your stars are definitely welcome, you guys. And I got to send a shout out to my bro. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
Welcome to A Little Tea Time final.
Yeah, man. You know, I've been busy lately, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's a big guy.
Yeah, 2 years to get you here. We finally got you.
Oh man, also, we can get into it when we get on. When we start asking questions, but also is the real reason why I didn't really, I wasn't in the space to do it. Or you asked me the first time. So.
We'll dive into that. We'll dive into it. So I was already introducing you before you came in and letting people know who is the face behind those photos that they got to see when I was doing all these photo shoots.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, I gotta thank you for coming in here tonight, for giving me your time. And again, I gotta thank you for working and collaborating with me on these projects.
Yeah. I want to thank you, look, because at the same time, you thanking me, but you was really one of the first people on my journey that, helped me start to pull this photography thing together. I'm still on the journey, but you were one of the first people to support me and put me on the journey and help me, better my craft. So I want to thank you in the same light that you thanking me, bro. It's the same blessings towards you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So to give people just a little bit of background, I met Johnathan when we were all students at LSU.
Man, hey man, I'm sorry, I ain't trying to cut you off, but that was a long time ago when I really think about it.
Yeah. It seems like a decade or something.
Yeah, almost.
So we had psychology class.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't think we would be here tonight, but here we are.
Right. That's crazy.
So we're gonna dive dive into your interview. Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Oh, okay. So I'm a photographer. I'm out in Houston right now. I've been doing it for about. Every time I tell myself, I always say 5 years, but I don't know how long it's been because I'm bad with time, man. But I think it's been about 5 years since I've been doing photography. I just I enjoy the arts. I'm also an art teacher too. Let me think about it. Let me mention that too. I'm an art teacher. I'm a full-time art teacher. I do photography, and I don't know. That's just a little bit about me. I got 3 kids. I don't really know what else to say.
That's cool. So, the last time that you worked together, you did the photo shoot for, I want to say, the Quarantine Quest, my Quarantine Quest poetry book. You did that poetry photo shoot. That was the photo shoot we did last summer, right?
I remember that photo shoot vividly because we ain't gonna talk about it in here, but I remember that photo shoot vividly.
That's up to you. You want to talk about that? All I can say about that is it was so hilarious.
Oh man, just to say, let's just say for the people, I got left in Shreveport. Just say that. Well, I almost got left in Shreveport.
Well, some great work came out of it.
You said what? I'm sorry.
Some great work came out of that. That particular summer, after we did that photo shoot, that was a Black Lives Matter exhibit going on here in Shreveport. And I got those pictures into that exhibit.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was a really big deal. It's a really big deal because when I found out about that exhibit, it was literally like a week or two after we did that photo. So to get those photos into that exhibit,
hey, I don't know, man. That's a part of my journey that like I don't really be thinking about. Cause I was actually before we got on this call, I was in a meeting with a client or whatever, and we was talking about just being consistent and putting in work, and then like everything that you sort of envision for yourself that's coming along with putting in that work. And it's we were talking about being healthily delusional when it comes to your dreams and what you want to do, because along that path, the things that people tell you that you can't do, the things that you really didn't think that you could do, they start happening. And I know for some people that might not be that big, but that means something to somebody that's been putting in work.
so tonight's show is so important to me because you've been a part of a journey that has been an epic movement for me. And everything you just said rings true. You said a healthy delusion.
A healthy delusion.
But in my case, I must be sick because, bro, when I started this process, the things that I was envisioning when I would do these photo shoots, you took them and you took them bigger. You made them bigger. And it was just mind-blowing to see the ideas that you came up with and bottom the line. All I did was just pose. You were the person that made these shoots unbelievable. Like I look at these pictures every day. They hang up in my house.
Oh man.
They on my laptop, they in my phone, like they're everywhere. And they're on every last one of my projects. So it's like your work has changed my life. And I need to let you know that. Your work has changed my life because you have been a part of a journey that is bigger than me. Like, this is 6 years and I can't turn around. So I owe you a million times. Next question. When you are not work, and what do you do for fun?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. At this point in my life, with me being a teacher, because a teacher is like a full-time plus job, and then running a business side with the photography and videography, it's a full-time plus. So it's like my kids are here with me also. So honestly, I don't really have a lot of idle time. I was just talking to, like I said, I was talking to the person that I was talking to about it. I really don't have too much idle time. So when I'm not working at school, I'm editing for my photography business, or I'm calling people, or I'm doing I'm doing this little interview or two, so I'm not really. It's not where I'm doing homework with my kids or getting them ready for school. I don't really have too much idle time most of the time. But the time that I do take for myself, because self-care is important. You can't have. I mean, your life can't be full of work because you're gonna get weary. So the self-care that I do take for myself is, I go to the gym, and I may watch a little series on Hulu or something like that while I'm editing or something like that. I think what I'm into right now is I'm watching Abbott Elementary and 911. I don't know if these more than everybody else, but they my shows.
Abbott Elementary tonight, because I'm planning on watching tonight's episode. Taraji P. Henson is going to be on tonight's episode.
Oh yeah, I got to catch that in the morning.
I'm looking forward to tonight's episode. Like, so rather we wrap this up, I'm turning the TV right back on because I want to see the episode.
And Snowfall. That's my. But I haven't. Don't say nothing right now because somebody ruined it for me. Because I've been waiting for them to drop on Hulu so that I can binge watch. So that's why I really ain't been on Facebook talking about either. Because people on Facebook love to spoil stuff. Look,
you doing good. You're not missing anything over here on the book. I'm here for a little tea time and then I'm back to the work.
Yeah.
I feel that. So the next question is, what inspired you to develop your idea to be a photographer?
Okay. So this kind of goes in a little bit to what I was about to say at the beginning of the line. Is my cousin. If I know some people know, some people don't know. I don't know who knows or not. But my cousin, he committed suicide 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago now. And damn, it really made when I think about it at the time, it really don't even feel that long. But it really has almost been 2 years now that he committed suicide. He ran a little blog site, and I think most people, for the most part, which was the genius of him at the time when I really think about it, is a lot of people didn't know that he ran the blog site until I started working with him, or it really just started popping, you'll see his posts everywhere or whatever, and I still see him every once in a while pop up on my timeline or whatever, but he ran a blog site called Hustle Hearted, and he was really the reason for me to start doing photography. He was when he first was in the middle of it really just started jumping. He started going to South by Southwest and stuff like that, getting content for artists and stuff like that. So he wanted me to come along and help, because that's my when I say that's my brother, we was in diapers together. We was born 2 weeks apart. So we was in diapers together. We was doing everything. I used to go to his house every day. You know what I'm saying? That was my nigga, man. So he wanted me to come along and be a part of the journey or whatever and help. And I would do the videos and the interviews and stuff like that. We were building, on that side of the business, building a little brand and a part of that. And so that was the reason why I really just started doing photography. So he gave me his T3i Canon camera when we were in Austin for South by Southwest. And he let me take it home And then I just started, I developed a passion for it from that. And so he is the reason for. And when you say like I'm an impact on you, and I like the stuff that I made happen just from taking my photos. He is the reason that those photos happen, or any of the photos that you see happen. Is he put it into my mind, and, hustle harder. That's he put it into my mind that anything that you do, you gotta hustle for it. And anything that I do, I really got my belief from him. Like watching him go from, he was always like big because they song went to BT. The Shoulder Jerk Boys, they went to BT or whatever. But after a couple years, everything had cooled down from them going to BT, whatever. And then he started to build the Hustle Harder brand from that, and all the connections that he had made, from that, and built it from the ground up. And like, I don't know, it's just crazy to me what you can build when you really just apply yourself. And he really instilled that into my mind. Like, if you apply yourself, you stay consistent and disciplined, and you know, really just stay consistent and disciplined with what you're doing, you can do anything that you want. Like I said, a healthy delusion. Like you can do anything you want when you're consistent and disciplined, and you believe that you can do it. Like, when you put the hustle behind it, it's no way that you're gonna lose. I don't know. I think about my boy every day. I got his picture on my keychain, picture on my wall. It's just like, I don't know, man. For me, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little too deep into it. Let's come back into the interview. For me, it's just like I think about it every day, and it's still like a disbelief for me that he ain't here. And I don't know. I don't really know what to say about it, but it's a disbelief that he ain't here. I wish he was here, watching the things that I'm about to be doing. And I know if he was still here, we would be on a whole nother level.
Let me say this. I'm gonna reel you back. First and foremost, he is very proud of you. You're not mistaken that. You have been doing your thing. Like, I've been watching y'all on Facebook, watching y'all on Instagram. I've been seeing everything you've been doing. So the time and the energy and the work that you have been putting in, trust, that's not being missed. And he's very, very proud of you. And just like me, I'm very proud of you too, because I saw your journey. I've been watching your journey. And this is not an easy thing to do. So do not feel discouraged. Bro, you right on track. You're right on track. And that same love that you have for him, continue to put that into your work. Continue to put it into your craft. That's gonna sustain you. That's gonna sustain you. The next question is, how did you decide when to establish your brand and your company with Morris Visuals?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I really couldn't pinpoint the time. Cause my memory bad, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I couldn't pinpoint the time where I really just sat down. Like I said, it was branching off of doing the thing with him, and then I started to want to take portraits and do portraits on my own, and like really explore photography on a creative level, and not just like doing content or whatever. So I feel like, okay, I can really do this. All right, I got a little bit of an eye for it. So I'm gonna make it into a brand. I'm gonna make it into money. And like I've always felt like I've always really been like, I don't really want to be in an environment where I'm working for somebody and they telling me what to do all the time. And it's kind of difficult for me. And as I've gotten older, I've gotten better with that. But it's still in my mind. Like, I don't really just want to be under nobody's thumb, them telling me what to do all the time. So I feel like for me, it was. I looked at it as independence. I looked at it as, you know, freedom, financial freedom. So that's when I started to like, okay, I may need to build this into something that I can sustain myself out here, And when it comes to that, I'm pretty sure you're gonna ask me another question after this about it. But when it comes to that, it's just like when you think about it realistically. When I thought about it back then, but like I don't know. When I thought about it back then, it was sort of it was delusional. Like it was like it wasn't really feasible at the time that I'm thinking about. It wasn't really feasible for me to do, but like I don't know. I had that belief in myself that like I can really just do this, and it hasn't been an easy journey. There's been a lot of bumps and bruises and fuck ups, and I don't know if I curse, but fuck ups, and, mess ups.
Speaking of bumps and bruises, I'm gonna just throw this in there. That photo shoot we did where I had the black shirt with the gold with the circle in,
Yeah.
and I took that fall. Or almost took that fall.
Hey, you bring back all the memories because you really just brought up the fact I had really forgotten about that experience of that last photo.
For a very long time.
Man.
Even when we did my first photo shoot, and we were at First Methodist downtown. That I had just a small vision of what I wanted to do. And even when we had the idea to do it, we wanted to use some of the inside of the church, and they told us we couldn't use the church. We was like, well, since we can't use the inside, damn it, we gonna use the outside.
Yeah, I mean, really, if you think about it, I don't even think we were supposed to be over there. We was over there doing it. When I think about it, because I wouldn't even like. I guess I ain't had a mind like that. But we really couldn't be on their property like that.
We made history. Strived off of victory. Shout out to everybody at First United Methodist on Texas Street.
And you know what? I did start seeing people shoot out there after that too.
Yeah, probably after they saw some originators.
But my thing is, I want to give you a little bit of praise too. Like when I really look back at it, I mean, like I said, you was doing things that I couldn't even think about at the moment. You was writing books, man. Like I couldn't even think, about nothing like that. But
the person that you met in college was always that person. Y'all just didn't know I was laying.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I ain't know. You know what I'm saying?
Here we are now, 5 books later.
You said what? I'm sorry.
Here we are now, 5 books later.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. So that's what I said. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like you just have to believe in yourself and have to just put yourself in that position. Like, even if don't nobody support it, even if don't nobody want look at it, like you gotta put yourself in a position and just do it. Because
why did you think you were my photographer for 5 shoots? I believed in your work from the beginning. From the beginning, I believed in your work. And that's why I kept calling you like, yeah, we got another one. Got another one. You have an eye for detail. And like, because I see your photos like every single day, I was like, he got to come on my show. We got to get him here. Because it was a lot of the stuff that we was doing was stuff that people was like, where y'all did that at? Where y'all did that at? Where were y'all at? People were asking me all the time, who did these photos? Who took this photo? Where you did that? Like, they couldn't believe that I was working with somebody at that caliber doing photos at that caliber. They didn't even know who you was. They ain't know what we were doing. All they know was when them photos came out, they was like, dang. You've been doing some
Thank
great
you.
things. You've been doing some great things, bro. I gotta give you your flowers. Gotta give you your flowers. You've been doing some great things. The next question: how have your priorities changed since you started your business?
Uh, uh, I feel like for me, especially since I don't know, man, because it's been like ups and downs when it came to certain things with my business, and I feel like when I've had the most priority business wise, because it's been like times where I haven't had a job and I was doing photography full time, and then there's been times where I was working 70 hours a week and trying to hustle doing photography on the side, and I feel like I'm sort of in that space now. Is where your priorities change because like your value of each time becomes different. So I think for me, it's becoming where I value my time a little bit more. So I understand that I have to be disciplined and being strict on what I'm doing all the time. See, cause like today, I had work, school work, and then had to come to a client meeting, and I got on the call with you as I was finishing up the client meeting. Like it's you have to be strict and disciplined and stick to a regimen and routine and understand that like, if you want to be successful in anything that you do, it don't have to do with photography. It don't have to. You want to be successful in anything, you got to be consistent and disciplined and understand and value your time. So uh, I think that's been the most thing. Is like valuing my time and making sure that and valuing other people's time also. So like that's why you know I told you we ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it this Wednesday because I had a whole bunch of I had client work I had to do. So I said, all right, I can't do it today because I got to finish this client work. I told them this specific time that I was gonna have it done, and you know that's priority because they spent their money on me. You know they put their hard earned money into me and what they envision for themselves. So I had to make sure that I made that a priority and got it done in a timely manner. So you know that's just where it's really just changed my perspective on things. Like I said, I think really when it came to the point where like, I'm working full time and I'm doing this at the same time, like I said time is real limited. So you got to make sure that you're doing what you do when you're supposed to do it, no matter what. Because, like I said, there's other people's time that you gotta take into consideration. You know, other people's money you gotta take into consideration. Other people's experiences you gotta take. People are giving, especially with photography. People are, um, what's the word I'm looking for? People are gifting you with their experiences in their life. Like
Yeah.
they're trusting you with the experiences of their life and trusting you to capture those experiences. Man, that's important. You got to make sure that you know, delivering
You
and delivering on
did
time.
that for me.
Yeah.
Definitely done it for me. And right now, it's like I don't know who else I would call to be my photographer.
Hold on, I think I'm breaking up a little bit.
Okay, you definitely done it for me. So I'm in a place where I'm kind of torn on like who would be my photographer going forward.
Um, you
'Cause,
said who's gonna move it, be a photographer?
yeah, because I
Well, you know,
don't,
I ain't out there right now.
I know that you're
So
not
it's
here, but I'm just saying like you set the bar high for anyone else who want to work with me that I would want to work with because I've enjoyed what you've done as far as my experiences. Um, that other shoot that the Black Panther shoot that we did,
yeah,
dope. I gotta say it, dope. That was the one of the best things. That was the best shoot I ever had. And then the one that we did when we were at the casino in the garage at the casino.
mm.
I've seen other people mimic that. I've seen people mimic that shoot we did at the casino. I've watched people mimic.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like hours, but they did come.
Okay.
And that's a little shade to the photographer that I wanted to work with that I didn't get to work with.
Okay. I don't know if this is one of the questions, but I'm gonna say this though. Okay. And this is something that I guess I wanted to say. I don't know. And it's on my heart. Like I think about when people be like, when you're doing anything, especially in the creative realm or doing anything when it comes to photography, you know, video, or it don't really have to be creative or write books or anything like that. Like people be gatekeeping, and I don't want to be one of those people. I feel like if it's an idea that you saying you gotta do, I feel like you can do it because at the end of the day, even if you try to do what I do, or you know, even if it's just like it's a concept. People be trying to gatekeep like certain things, like um,
Yeah, yeah.
like
And I'm gonna
technique.
throw and I'm gonna throw more shade because concept that I came up with for a specific photo shoot, a photographer took it and he ran with it.
See, but that's like I said, that's one of the things that I just be I be letting go because at the end of the day, I've given people a lot of things. Like it really just happened recently where I sat down with a client, which is I feel like on the business side I got to do that differently. But I sat down with a client. I went through a whole video treatment of like how your commercial gonna look or whatever, and then I told them. I ended up telling them like because they want to go with the price that I gave them. They were saying like it was a little too high, or whatever. And I don't look if you say it's too high, go. Like I said, I value my time now. So if you say my price is too high, you can go wherever you want to go and do it. I could have felt bad because like when he ended up coming out with the commercial, it looked exactly like what I said. You know, what we wrote down and what I did with him, the treatment that I wrote out with him. But at the end of the day, I look at it and I'm like, I would have did some things differently. It's not. It don't look exactly how it would have looked if I would have did it. And I'm not saying that it's bad or good or whatever. I'm not throwing shade, but I'm just saying your experience, not my experience. Your knowledge isn't my experience. Your eye isn't my eye. So even if I tell you exactly what to do, you're not gonna do it exactly like me. So I feel like
Exactly.
that's the reason that nobody should gatekeep anything, any technique or any whatever. It don't matter what you tell somebody. It don't matter what you give anybody. They're not gonna do it exactly like you. Their experience is gonna be the same experience as you, or you know, they're not gonna execute it the same way that you're gonna execute it with your vision. So that's why even when like it's certain things that I do for people or information that I give to people that I just give it because at the end of the day, I feel like one, the relationship that I'm gonna build with you off of giving you some whatever information that I give you is going to be more valuable to me than trying to gatekeep or keep you away from doing it or whatever little vision that I have for it. It's the relationship that I'm gonna build with you after giving you that information is gonna be better um, than anything that I could have just did in a moment or whatever. So that's how I personally feel about it. I don't know. Some people feel different about it, but that's how I feel.
Okay, that's a great segue to this next question. What challenges did you overcome on your journey?
Uh, I think the most things that I've really overcame, and I'm still overcoming to a certain extent now, it's like self doubt and self talk, and I feel like that's more of myself, like allowing what I think other people think of me to affect how I move and do things, you know, and really just believing in myself. So, like I said, I'm gonna say it again, so delusionally that you know it don't matter what nobody say to me. To a certain extent, you gotta take criticism, but to a certain extent, it don't matter what nobody say to me. I know that I'm putting in the work. I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and whatever little pivot whatever little thing that you have to say about me is going to affect the way that I feel about myself and my work and my worth. Yeah. So um, if that's the only thing that I pull from it, I feel like that's the adversity that I'm seeing, and I'm trying to, continuously get over that hump of doubt myself.
Like that. Next question, because we literally got like less than 30 minutes for Abbott Elementary. So I'm gonna try and speak up a little bit. I don't want to miss it. All right. Next question is, how do you define success?
I feel like the success is subjective, depending on a person. But for me, success is going to be well, my kids don't have to struggle for certain things. Not in the sense of like, I want them to be challenged. I want them to have challenges. I don't want things to come easy for them. But I'm thinking about when I have to build things from the ground up as an adult because, my parents didn't have certain things or whatever. I want them to be able to have a foundation to build off of. I want them to be able to, okay, I want to do this in my life. My dad and my mom got my back to be able to do this. If I need help, that's the most important thing for me, and that's what's gonna be successful for me.
Love that. What's the best advice you can give to someone thinking about starting a business or pursuing their dreams?
The best advice, and I just gave this to the person that I was talking to, and I feel like it's the best advice anybody can ever give anybody, is be consistent and disciplined. Consistent, disciplined. It don't really matter what you're doing. If you're doing consistently and disciplined, one, you're always going to get better because you're doing it every single day. You're repeating repetition every single day. And being disciplined, you got to get the work done. You got to make sure that it get done. So that's my. I feel like that's the pinnacle of success in doing anything that you want to do is consistency and discipline. It don't matter how talented you is, it don't matter how good it. If you don't ever do it, then it don't matter at all.
Hey, practice makes perfect. That's what they taught us in school.
Yeah.
Next question. Give me your favorite quote and why.
Oh man. I was gonna say something silly. I don't really do quotes, man. I don't really know no quotes. I was gonna call Biggie. Fuck bitch, get money. Nah, I'm just
Hey, quote. Just a quote.
Nah, I don't do quotes, man. I don't really have quotes to tell you.
All right. Next question is, tell me 3 things you would like to see better in our community.
When you say our community, what man? Which community it is?
Just
okay.
in general.
Oh, okay. General or okay. I feel like selflessness. I feel like that's one. One thing that I want to see because I think people, even myself sometimes, and I have to check myself sometimes, we be too involved in our own self and what we think about. Because 90% of the time, people don't be thinking about you. They be thinking about everything that they got to do. So being selfless and just being kind, I think it all sort of goes together. Being selfless and kind and doing things for people just to do things for people. Like I was saying about giving people information, like just doing it and not expecting anything back or not expecting to get anything or, I feel like that's the most important. And it was one other thing that I was thinking about, but I kind of lost it. I think those are the 2 most important things, though. Like being selfless.
Okay. Final question, and then we're gonna play Candy or Corn. What would be your wish for the next generation?
Kindness, breaking away from the internet. No. Kindness and breaking away from the internet. Just being, because I'm a teacher and I work with kids. Like being generally like you don't even have to. Kids be thinking that they so cool and doing all of this extra weird stuff and just be talking about people for no reason. And it's just like when you grow up, you probably gonna look at yourself and hate what you're being right now.
Mhm.
And I mean, they come with age, but I feel like if I could instill anything, it's just be a little bit kinder in the future. A little bit kinder.
I can appreciate that. And hey, we do need more kindness in the world because what I've been seeing on the news lately in these schools has me disturbed.
Look, man, hey, even look, because my kids aren't perfect angels all the time, but it's just like these kids be pushing it. These kids be pushing it.
They have no prejudice.
No filter, nothing, man.
They get right to it. With that being said, we go dive into my favorite part of this show, candy or corn. I am going to ask you about these candies. If you'd eat these candies, you can say candy. If you would not eat these candies, you can say corn. And for everybody who is tuning in tonight, y'all are welcome to play candy or corn. Just put your comments down in the comment section, all right? First, candy up. Your peppermint patty.
Corn. So be corn.
Next candy up, 100 grand.
Oh, candy. That's a hit right there.
That part. Next candy up is Snickers.
Candy. Yeah.
M&M's.
Corn. Well, depend on what kind.
That depends all up for you.
The chocolate, regular chocolate, peanut, you can have it. It's corn.
That part. Mike and Ike's.
Candy.
Lemon heads.
Candy. Hey, that was a hit back in the day.
Those are the joint. Those are the joint. Tweet.
Hey, back to the lemon heads. I'm sorry. I don't want to take too much time. But I was real poor growing up, so they would say that first. I don't know why my grandma and my mama always used to have like old lemon heads that was stuck together and stuff. And it used to be the best lemon heads ever, man. I don't know why. Don't give me no fresh lemon heads. Give me the ones that's been in the box for about a month. They've been melted and put in the refrigerator and took back out. Give me those.
Those were legit all day long.
Yeah.
Twix.
Twix. Oh, that's candy. That's the hit. That was my favorite back in the day.
All right. Skittles.
Corn. I don't really. It's too sweet for me.
Sour Patch Kids.
Candy.
And the final candy. Candy.
Candy only in October.
That part. Candy or corn. All right. Mr. Morris, I know that you are a very busy man, and your show's about to start. This show's about to start in 15 minutes. So this is a groundbreaking show because we're literally on the time. Can you tell people how they can follow you, your website, things like that, how they can connect with you?
My Instagram is at Morris Visuals. Everything else is at Morris Visuals. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You can email me those. I think my emails are on all of those. My website is www.morrisvisuals.com. What else? I was gonna say something funny, but you can contact me on that. DM me, look through my website, all that.
All right. I gotta ask this because I've seen your work and I've watched you just climb and climb and climb. What was your most memorable photo shoot you've done so far?
Most memorable photo shoot is the photo shoot that I did. Well, I did a video, and it was a photo shoot. It was in Couture Noir Studio. It was like it took me a long time to edit that video, and it wasn't just because of this, because he was live recording. You know, I already talked about this, but I finished it because of him. You know, and I was like I said, I was out my. I didn't think that it was gonna be good or whatever. So that's probably one of the most memorable for me because I said I feel like when I started to edit it, I put some of my emotions that I was putting into it, and it really helped me get through some things with that.
Feel that. Well, y'all, that is tonight's show with Mr. Johnathan Morris of Morris Visuals. Thank you, Mr. Johnathan, for coming through tonight, for hanging out. You got time to get home. So
All right.
get home.
All right, hey, you in Shreveport? Have you been to Houston before?
Have.
I'm in the center. It's gonna be 40 minutes. I ain't good.
Well, you know that thing.
Yeah. Nah. I'm gonna watch it on Hulu tomorrow.
Gotcha. Thanks for coming through tonight, boss. You enjoy your night out there in H-Town. Word up. And
All right, man. Thank you.
you gotta link up again.
Thank you so much. Like I said, you have been so important to my journey. Just you say it has been to yours. You've been very important to my journey. I'm glad that I can come on and support. I'm glad that I know you're doing this. You're doing me too. But I'm glad that I come on and support you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, brother to brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. We gonna keep in touch. Link up.
All right, man. Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. Great shit tonight. Great shit. I enjoyed tonight. Definitely enjoyed tonight with Mr. Johnathan Morris. I want to thank everybody who's tuning in. If y'all are tuning in, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Shout outs to everybody who's tuning in. ML Dumars. Hey, Mary. Love you, babe. Shout out to Mr. Soul T. Williams. Hey, Soul T. I got to get you up here on a little tea time, Soul T. Shout out to you. Shout out to Ms. Zipporah Moore. Thank you for tuning in tonight. So y'all know I got to do this tea spill before I go, right? So let's get to this tea real quick. Happening tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the Robinson Film Center. It is Story Tell Hers Volume 2 with Miss Christy Woodard. Shout out to her and the array of female filmmakers that she's bringing together to view and discuss their films while telling the story from the female point of view. So shout out to you. Shout out to muralist Cadavian Baylor and Mr. Eric Francis, who are doing a mural talk in Monroe at the Zoo Pavilion. They are going to be working on a new mural out there at Charles Johnson Park. So congrats to you guys, and I wish y'all the best. April the 15th, Mr. J. Signs, aka my bro Jose, out in Lufkin, Texas. Congrats to you. He is doing his show, Mr. J. Signs and Friends, Lufkin Live. If y'all in Lufkin, Texas, definitely get into that. And finally, shout outs to Miss Shayna Renee, Scooter Man, and Shayna D Music, who are getting ready for their play, Smoking Aces, happening May the 11th and 12th at the East Bank Theater. I want to continue to shout y'all out and tell y'all that y'all are doing a fantastic job. I've been seeing your photos. I've been seeing everything that y'all been doing behind the scenes. So I'm excited. And shout out to Miss Mai. I've been seeing Mai out there doing her thing also. And I know that she's also going to be featured in Smoking Aces. So congrats to you, Mai. Now, y'all already know how I talk about these books. Get over to Amazon.com and check out Coming
Full Circle, the revised edition. Coming Full Circle 2, Marriage, Money, and Mayhem. My first book of poetry that is completely sold out on hand. The Confessions of a Conceited Drama King. My second book of poetry, Catching Up With Me, with Johnathan Morris's photo on the cover for that one. Y'all see that? Johnathan did this actual photo shoot for this cover. And Quarantine Quest, my newest work. Johnathan also did the photo shoot for this book cover as well. So I'm grateful to continue to promote his work and to share what he's doing with y'all. The books are available at Amazon.com. Just type search Jarius, Jrayis, Deyon, Deyond at Amazon.com. You can also check out my books available right now at Agora Borealis at 421 Lake Street, downtown Shreveport. And also, if you missed this episode of A Little Tea Time and other episodes of A Little Tea Time, you can see them over at YouTube at Jarek with A Little Tea Time. And you can also check out the shows on Spotify with Jarek with A Little Tea Time over there. Feel free, ma'am and sir, to check out Grade A Grub, which is another show that I'm a part of, also on YouTube. That's GradeAYeGrub, Grade A Grub, over on YouTube as well. And to close this show, opportunity is knocking. You matter. Let's build and grow higher, Shreveport. And as I say at every single show, remember to be great on purpose and not by accident. The future is now. I am Jarek, aka Jarius D, your host of A Little Tea Time, and your favorite published author's favorite published author. I'm about to go to watch Abbott Elementary because I cannot wait to see Taraji P. Henson, Brain. It's funny. And y'all have a great night. All right? Love you guys. See y'all later. All right. Welcome to a little. Hi, Mom. I love you. Good night.